had just realized things expire quickly here, something I was not used to in America. But it didn't take me too long to realize that that was actually a good thing.
Almost 2 years ago, I packed my bags, I gave my friends a 3 months notice, and I flew to Spain. This was my first time out of the country ever.
After staying in New York, one of my favorite cities, I flew out to Paris. The moment I arrived in Paris, things got real. My phone went completely dead, I got lost in the airport, I couldn't get anyone to help me, and I ended up having my first panic attack in a foreign country. I somehow made my flight by 2 minutes and was able to get to Spain.
As an American arriving in Europe for the first time ever, I have faced some very big culture shocks. And just to let you guys know, I know this doesn't resonate with all of Europe. Some of these are just specifically Spain, but this is just kind of a fun, informative video, just kind of showing you some of my experiences and some things that have been very interesting and different compared to back home. Things expire quickly here, and it's actually a good thing. But at the time, I was extremely confused. I would get some fruit and get in the refrigerator, and a few days later, the fruit would be bad. And that's not really normal in the United States. So you get some fruit, and usually the fruit lasts for a pretty long time, for weeks. But it doesn't matter if the fruit lasts for a long time, if it's covered in preservatives so it can last long, and those preservatives actually cause harm to your body and create health issues. I don't think so. The McDonald's. Somebody tell me why the McDonald's in Europe is so much better than the ones in the United States. It doesn't make any sense to me, and it was shocking to me. When I first arrived to Spain, one of the first things that I did, and I hate to admit it, I ended up going into a McDonald's, and I was shook. They had like gourmet desserts just all lined up, and it was all fancy, and all these different options, and I was just like, what is going on? And I hate to say it, but it's actually true. The McDonald's taste better than the ones in the United States. And I heard about it, but I didn't really understand it till I was there and actually tried it. So shopping as an American, the McDonald's in different parts of Spain and then like comparison to McDonald's that are fancy in other parts of Europe, they're just way better. The trains. The trains are so nice here in Spain and in Europe in general. That shocked me. Now, I've only been on the train once in the United States, and it was not the best experience. And so when I came down here to Europe and I learned I had to get on the train to get to a certain location, I wasn't that excited. But when I got on the train, I was shook. The trains are so nice. Like, they're so big, they're so spacious, they're so clean. And so, yeah, that was a complete shock to me when I got here. I actually feel spoiled now because all I do is just go on the train now. I actually really enjoy it. It's like a very relaxing experience to me. And that's something that I did not experience in the United States. And here it's just common. Kiss the cheek greetings. That is something that definitely took me off guard. In the United States, that's not something that we do. If we see somebody for the first time or a stranger, we just shake their hand. That's our greeting. Even a hug, first time meeting somebody, can be considered weird. So that was something that took me a while to get used to. I would always like go for the hug and then kiss on the wrong cheek. Like, it always ended up awkward, and I'm still getting used to it to this day. Beer is cheaper than water here. That was shocking to me as an American. I've never been used to having beer being less expensive than water. I remember going to an all-you-can-eat buffet and going there and just getting unlimited beer. And I remember texting my friends this, and they're like, "You're lying. There's no way. You're lying. There's no way that the beer is actually cheaper than the water, or that you can get unlimited beer at an all-you-can-eat buffet." They just thought I was insane. So, yeah, that's something that is shocking. And as an American, to see that, especially here in Spain, of just how cheap the wine and beer is. Okay, so this is one I definitely had to get used to. In America, it's kind of looked down upon if you're smoking, especially in public. You just don't see it very often. And if it is happening, it's usually the student section where you go to smoke, compared to here in Europe. You can just smoke anywhere, and it's just public and open. So that's something I definitely had to get used to, and something I wasn't the biggest fan of. But I did find it interesting that a lot of the Europeans tend to be more healthier than the Americans, even though they're smokers. And I'm not quite sure how that works. So if somebody wants to tell me how that works. But yeah, that's something that was definitely a culture shock to me that I'm still trying to get used to. Parking spaces. So coming to Spain, I was very taken back on how small everything was. The parking spaces, the parking lots, everything was just so small. The roads are so small. And compared to America, if you go to the States, the roads are huge, everything is big, the parking lots are big, the parking spaces are huge, and which makes sense because in America, there's a lot of pickup trucks and big SUVs, and coming here to Europe, I haven't even seen a pickup truck. And I've only seen maybe a couple SUVs. So that was something that was definitely kind of shocking to me and kind of took me by surprise. And I was kind of dumb when I first got here. We ended up getting a SUV, or kind of not quite an SUV, but a bigger car. And trying to go around and park it was just an absolute nightmare. And so that was a lesson learned immediately to make sure to get a smaller car. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be doing a lot more, just giving you guys a very honest, real opinion as an American living here in Spain and traveling in Europe, just some of the culture shocks and everything that I go through. So if you did like the video, be kind, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.